Fall is a time for greatness. Fall is winning time. Let's do this.
A pitcher is confronted with a less than stellar stat.
Let's see. So he's only what, played 2 games, 1-1.
It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe Life Park. Tonight, it's an in-division matchup from the AL West between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Texas Rangers. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Tyrone is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has that gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties, and if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Now batting, Tommy Nagel, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The Angels, the designated hitter, number 25.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we are underway in Arlington as the first pitch of the night is taken here for ball 1. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, the last game they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them, show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Count even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Santana is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, they really need Mike Trout to turn it around soon. Over the last 10 games, he's only hit 1 home run. And as a guy that hits in the middle order, they're expecting a lot more from him than just 1 bomb. The power just hasn't been there over this stretch.
Hit on the ground out to short. Andrus has it. And that's the second out. standing in, Mike Trout. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Counts even to Trout, 1-1. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call the pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Roll. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Ohtani.
Into the box. First at bat in this one, Shohei Ohtani, arguably one of the hotter hitters in the league right now.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that,
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Angels strand a couple. Angels nothing. Rangers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. In now is Andrelton Simmons. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. And let's focus our attention at the guy who plays one of the premier positions in the game, and that's Elvis Andrus. Listen, when I watch this guy, I can't help but think Omar Vizquel. Came into the league, was all glove and figuring it out at the plate, and has consistently gotten better offensively while never losing a step with the glove.
Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
This is in the air out to left field. And 2 quick outs here in the second. At the plate, Patrick Wisdom. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. That's out to left center and over the head of the shortstop. Andrus hits a base hit.
boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to count. Wisdom is off at first with 2 away. Popped up. La Stella in foul ground. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. Left side. Andrus with the backhand. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick. Digging in, Tommy Nagel. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. And that's in there. Base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Popped straight up, and that's going to get the job done. It's a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game. becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gallo will get there, and he puts it away to retire the shot. So 2 runs. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Into the box now, Justin Upton. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 the count. Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
You don't see that too often. You starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if they'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
This one's down to third. Scooped up. Odor on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the end. So stepping in, number 23. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
And another foul ball. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Rangers' road to the show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. 2-0 now.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
A strike, and it's 3-1.
3-1.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
Now batting.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
Mesoraco.
Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Line drive to left. Gallo is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. First pitch on its way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2. He's
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Now at the plate, David Fletcher. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s.
He's got it. Oh, look at the diving stop. He is out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. First offering on its way. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Really, bro?
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And here's a screwball that misses that time. 2 balls and a strike. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Throw into second. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a one-out double. Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani.
Damn!
Look at this.
Fuck, dude.
Gone all the way into the upper deck.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues. But when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
A hit in for him so far. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The Los Angeles Angels took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end.
Fucking fuck, man. She got murdered, dude.
Now from the home of the Rangers, we're at Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. Today, Tyrone, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Number 32.
Striding in, number 32. He will lead this one off today. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead with a screwball that's in there for strike one. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, D-Row. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I know they're just waiting for Jock Peterson to come alive. In the last 10 games, he's hitting under 250.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Gone! Here comes the first pitch.
Batting third, the right fielder.
And he takes ball one.
Haniger.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now in 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Popped up. And there are 2 away now. Ready now, Omar Narvaez. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. This is pulled into right. Mazzara is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. Mariners force. Stepping into the box, Domingo Santana. First shot for him here. 2 hits and 5 trips a night ago. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Lying toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Here's Jock Peterson now. First at-bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. And almost had him, but he's able to make it back to first safely. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at second baseman Rougned Odor. Pound for pound, one of the strongest guys in the game. 30 home run potential, but a premium defender at second base. And if you don't slide properly into second base, he is going to let you know about it.
Headed after it is Mazzara. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 32. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. And he'll make it back in safely at third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Scorched to third.
Oh, wow.
For a base hit. One run is scored.
He's completely
And he's
shitting me, bro.
with ease
Fuck,
as the throw
man.
will be too late.
Making
this
me
guy's
look
having a
horrible.
great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your
dude.
rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's
Back
windup.
up, dude.
And that's exactly been the case
I don't
today.
think I got the
He
guy
not
in
only mixed in
fastball.
that big bond, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Here's Marcell Ozuna, and he always poses a threat, of course. One of the true superstars in the game today. First pitch on its way. And that misses, ball 1. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Swings through it for strike number 2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Marcell Ozuna goes down for out number 2 in the top half. This is hit the other way out toward left field.
What's he talking about?
Now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning. Digging in now, Domingo Santana. He singled his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground at first. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And there is some stick to it of this as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
The 1-2. Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
Now batting.
In there, strike 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
The 1-1. Line to the right side. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire. Ready for another shot now. Number 32. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In there for strike 1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
A bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Santana has a beat on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. So digging in now, Mitch Haniger. It was a walk in his last trip. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Hot shot to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now in the box, Marcell Ozuna. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you can...
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. This year against right-handed pitching is a 2-set. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out. Number 70 enters from the bullpen.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
Savings rates offered at full banks. Every time you make a purchase, Acorn.
The pitching staff is pressed to step up their game.
You drop it. Go. Tell me who. Oh, you think I won't drop the bat? That's what you think?
No, look, hey.
You got to be kidding. Like, that's the easiest
I'm
thing
just
in the world.
asking.
And then you say, and you got to get, and I got to tell you. I got to come on, that's all over.
Well, the roof is closed for comfort as we get set to bring you baseball from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series between the Texas Rangers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Get ready for Diamondbacks baseball next.
Guess what's gonna happen? Once you punch me in my mouth, I'm gonna get like Dan.
Taijuan Walker will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Manny, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys...
That hit him. He's got first. They finally get it. All of a sudden, nobody don't remember that.
Oh, but wait.
Stepping in, Tim LaCastro. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Tim.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air out to right. Mazar is under it. He's got it 1 away. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now, and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at-bat's going to win this one.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Batting third.
And he lays off there 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch. And this probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch here is a slider, but that's taken up and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Runners going. Count still at 1-2. He'll try again 1-2. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. One left for Arizona.
Real fucking quick, nigga. 0 to 100, nigga. Real quick.
The pitcher, Ty Tyrone, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First delivery to him on the way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Now another 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had 1 in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that 1 hit.
Yep, it's yours.
Digging in to try it again, Elvis Andrews. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Tab too, see how it's open all the way.
Here it comes now to Andrews. Pulled high in the air out to left.
I just thought maybe I might have drank it or something, but
he makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third.
But I didn't.
And they'll extend their lead even
but I don't understand why you threw it away in here.
In to score.
If you came in here for something, probably put my mail or something right there and threw it away when you walked out. I don't fucking know. It's in there though. You think hard. See if you can remember. You know I tell you the truth. I ain't got a reason to lie to you.
On top of one, it was a ground out victim last time. Walker comes set, needs to hit his spot here on 3 balls and a strike. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Word.
The center fielder.
Now at the plate, Danny Santana. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded.
Swiss.
Throw to first in time, and you got to question that decision as this side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Texas. On now to the bottom of the second. The Rangers lead it 2-0. Now at the plate, Christian Walker. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
The first baseman.
Ball 1.
Christian Walker.
Wow.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And patrolling the outfield today is Nomar Mazara, one of the young superstars in our game right now. But he doesn't take his defense for granted. He's the big chill out there, making the game look easy with a strong and accurate throwing arm.
You know those bullets that run off of propane?
Ball and 2 strikes now.
Yes, ma'am.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider
Look,
that
so a
time.
bullet is like this big, long metal structure about as long. There's probably about that, like circular big, and about that long inside of the tube. Just like a little chamber inside, and it's got like a little pointed headed missile inside of it, and that whole inside or inner tube heats up really hot, and a jet from the back blows out from the compulsion of the propane. So it's a heater that's like really hot, basically.
Popped him up. LaStella has room in foul territory, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now to the plate, Carson Kelly. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
Hold on. I said hold on, all right? I just said hold on, all right? It's not a bad thing. I just don't want you to think I forgot about you. I was doing so. I can't fold and talk. I just can't do it. Anyways.
First offering on
they
its
had
way.
that out this morning when it was 20-something degrees. And the technicians brought all that in there and hooked all that up inside of their little barn.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
So I took my unit
line drive
that was on the outside bay.
Gets down and the inning will continue.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one.
No, like the outside, inside bay. Like, just saying.
Yeah, and also nice job by
right,
the
because everybody else fucking got in. The technicians got that big ass bullet and they closed down the whole entire middle bay. The middle inside bay. Yeah. So I was like, fuck that shit. I closed all my shit down on the outside, whatever, inside bay. And then the other half of the detail was in a big ass camper. The girl was cleaning the inside of the big camper. You know, they were good. Cause see, the only heat that'll be inside the campers is if they have propane hooked up to them, unless they have the fireplace heaters. You know what I mean? The electronic fireplace heaters. They're like, look, they have the fake heaters with the lights or whatever. Well, those are actual electrical, but they're the only electrical ones. The AC is always hooked up to propane heat because it's so efficient, supposedly. I guess it is. Supposedly propane heats just has to leak a little bit and it'll, produce the heat. And it's good heat, I'll tell you that. It's that real hot heat, the heat that like cold people like. That real dry heat is the best way I can explain it. It's that hot, dry heat. But it's good, though. It ain't no joke.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Full count now, 3-2.
Full count.
That's lifted the other way out to left.
No, right now there's nothing that rises right now.
Is there to put it away.
What dry feeling in here?
Retreat back to first.
I'll try to fix it before I go to bed here in just a second.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gallo on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
1-1 the count now. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Pulled toward right center field.
Got it.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over.
Thank God.
At the plate, Tyrone. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
A bare hand for one.
Fuck.
On to first, and how about that double play? Wow.
I did. I thought it was going to be a little harder, but...
Leading off the inning, Christian Walker, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one.
Yeah, pitchers aren't very good hitters anyway, so
but
I
it's
did
really
good.
key for this leadoff guy to
Whoa,
try
what
to
are you
get
swinging
on
at,
and
bro?
get a big inning started.
No balls and a strike to count. And
then he doesn't swing at one right down the middle.
Into a quick hole, 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he takes a cold strike on the black. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him.
Boy, damn. How's it been going, bud?
Kelly, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Missed me today.
Now,
sure about that?
Ball missing up and in here. It's 1-0.
Did you?
He still might be looking for that
probably
release
was like,
point.
God damn, probably them motherfuckers probably suffering.
That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear
It
instead of out
was
front.
brutal.
We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Hit on the ground to short. Andrus fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 1, 2, 3 go the
you know what I mean?
Yeah. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Thinking about it. I told through that shit though. They had assault units to do, but I just refused to do them.
Stepping into the box, Nick Ahmed. He'll start things out here on the home fifth, and it's been
Joe was back,
for
and
this
he didn't do
through
them.
the first half of the game.
So I told him, I said, if I get in trouble for it,
Any momentum going to the plate so
so
far in
fucking
this
be
one,
it.
man.
Nah,
They
so
need something
fucking
to
be it.
break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well.
I don't care, dude. I really don't. It's like, fuck you.
First pitch
I'll go. I'm going in anyway. So there you go.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
Sit your fat ass in the office. You know what I mean?
Hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Hit back toward the mound. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, right here, anytime a leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Guzman is playing here again.
Oh, fuck.
Now he goes the other
Oh,
way.
no.
Deep to left center field.
Yes.
Gallo is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track.
Jesus Christ, that was close. I will never pitch anything near his ass like that again.
Tim LaCastro. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. 1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man.
You're a fucker.
And there's ball 2 now. Ahmed leads off first with 1 away. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty
Good
sinker.
fucking move,
I know
dude.
it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
In comes Mazzara.
No!
As it falls in, and they're on the board. As now it's a 2-1 ball
God,
game.
you know what?
Their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner.
Bases are loaded.
Everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one
This
away.
isn't good.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league way.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy's off.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side.
There you go.
Ready once again, Christian Walker. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. So far this season, Walker carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. And now hold on just a second here. It would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. They're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. And the screwball got him swinging, 1 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
The third baseman,
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Well, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Now Carson Kelly, and he fouls this one off. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning is over. So nothing happening. Thomas Huff is up off the bench.
This was an awfully quick series, and it ended in a split. I have a feeling these 2 teams could have played a 20-game series and would have ended tied. 2 evenly matched, well-coached.
See, that's a loss for me because y'all took me out.
3-2 the final finish.
And I was
the
holding.
Arizona Diamondbacks jumped ahead in the 7th
Man,
inning and
that's
never
some dumbass
gave
shit.
back.
The moment they took
his
me out,
3rd
man.
win of the
Fuck
year in
you.
relief. Archie Bradley records the save.
Man, fuck, bro. I'm so fucking weak, man.